I'm back with a book review. Are y'all ready? But before I even jump into it, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below so you can get all of my videos, all of my book reviews. I was gonna combine two words. All of my book reviews, all of my product reviews, and everything else that I plan on uploading on here. So listen, if you haven't already read the first book, you have no business watching this video because I don't want to give away no spoilers. So, this book, Loyalty, Episode 2, The Holy Trinity, right? This is by Ali Shakur. And I reviewed the first book. It's been at least 2-3 months. It's been at least 2-3 months since I reviewed the first book. But since you've already read the first book, or you just don't care about me ruining it and you just rather start the second book. Basically, the main characters, right? You got Ezekiel, you got Zeke, and you got Alexis. So they're together, and I believe 5 years have passed. I want to say that 5 years have passed. 5 years have passed since the whole incident that occurred, right? So the problem is Zeke has not let go of it emotionally and mentally. He's having these nightmares. He's having like these sweats and stuff, and it's bothering Alexis. And Alexis is kind of to the point where she's like, listen, I know that you feel like you went and you saw the therapist before and you feel like you talked to someone before about it. But now it's getting to the point where, like, you're really having these dreams every night, and I'm concerned about you. I'm worried about you. And on top of that, she's pregnant now. So it's like, I also believe she's due any day. So that's also, too, why it's just like, you don't want him to be having all these wild dreams and stuff, and the baby's getting ready to come. And this is their first child together. So it's like, she cares about him. The problem is Zeke is like, no, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm going to handle it my own way. I'm not going to go see a therapist. Last time I tried, it didn't work, whatever. And even like when his mom witnesses him having one of these like nightmares, the mom even asks the girlfriend, like, how long has this been going on? This is still happening, whatever. So then it gets to the point where, why am I calling her the girlfriend? Because I literally just said her name. Alexis. I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like I don't remember. So it literally gets to the point where Alexis is kind of asking Zeke's mother, like, look, can you try and talk to him about it? Because, you know, mom's touches on stuff be just a little bit different than when it's just like the girlfriend or whatever. Sometimes, I don't know. But basically the mom does say she's going to talk to him. Now, the thing is, Zeke is, he's playing for the NBA now, right? So it's like, he's trying to move on past the whole nonsense that happened at Lakeshore and all the nonsense that happened in the past with Hugo. So, his best friend G, right? G has kind of been off and kind of like hiding. G has been like off in the cuts. But, and spoiler alert at this point, if, you know, kind of spoiler. But it's like at this point, G does come back, right? So when G comes back, G doesn't come back in a normal way. G comes back on some whole other, I'm not even going to tell y'all because I don't want to ruin it. But the way that G came back, it was really on some like, listen, do you know you could have gave this man a heart attack? Like Zeke really could have had a effing heart attack the way he sat here and came back and surprised him, right? Because it was like even a little weird shit that G had did. It just was like, you could have made that woman go into labor. You sitting here playing games and making people thinking they was in danger when they really weren't. But what does end up happening is this interviewer named Rolf keeps pursuing Zeke. He wants to really get this interview from him because he's like, oh, I want to get this exclusive interview and this and that. And the thing is, Zeke does recognize Rolf. Like he's like really famous for doing interviews and stuff, and he's at every game. So it's like Zeke is kind of hesitant to do the interview, but at the same time, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it for you. Like, I'll just do it. So, excuse me. While they are at the interview, it was going really good at first. It was going really good. But then it got to the point where like Zeke just kind of like gaslighted him with the number one question that he just does not want to discuss, because right now there's really nothing to discuss about it because it's like that's in the past. I don't even want to talk about that. But from there, it just becomes very clear something is off about Ralph. Something's off. He's a little bit too into getting this whole exclusive story. It's very clear you have ulterior motives. And it's like interviewers are pushy, but it is clear, it's clear as day, that something's not right with Ralph. So when G returns, he returns with a lot of information for Zeke that catches him off guard and throws everything off balance. Now, I'm trying not to say too much. Without ruining it. But, okay, so Zeke is approached by this woman at this bar one night. I believe it's after a game. Is it after the game? No, it's after his interview, I believe. He had just finished up an interview with Ralph. So he's at the bar, he's having a drink, and this woman approaches him, and she seemed like a very beautiful woman, right? So she approaches him, and she's like, oh, hi, my name's Nazzy, it's Nazareth, whatever. So she's trying to give him like the green light of, you know what, you're clearly staying in this hotel, we might as well sleep together. And he's really like, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm married, I have a wife, and I'm not going to do that. So she's very pushy about it. She's like, you know what, no man ever turns down a drink from me. I'm surprised you're going to this and that. She talks him into getting this drink. Now, what unfolds after that is he starts to feel very woozy, very lightheaded. And to me, that was the point where I was just like, sir, she done got your ass. Like, because it's like, how do you go from just having one drink to then you have one more drink and all of a sudden you're gone? Listen, y'all, read the book because there's so many twists and turns. I do want to say, okay, so primarily I would say this is a book of urban fiction. I don't feel like there's like any trigger warnings that I can really think of. Like, it's not even like gory. It doesn't even have like gory little parts in it where there's like extreme violence or anything. So I don't really feel like I need to really say anything about that. Again, read the first book. Please read the first book because I enjoyed the first book too. So read the first book before you even dive into this one. Technically, could you? Yeah, but why would you? You know, it's one of those things. So check it out. The book is on Kindle Unlimited, okay? So you can get it on there. Y'all know how much I'm always vouching for Kindle Unlimited because you can get 10 books at a time on your bookshelf. I believe it's still $10 a month. You can't beat that instead of sitting here dropping off however amount of money, whatever. But if you do want to buy the book, I feel like it was less than $5 online, the ebook. I don't remember the pricing of the actual book because I'm not sure if I actually saw it. But I do know it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you should give me some points for that. So, that is all I can think of for now. That's all I can think of. So, with that, you guys, I am out.
Your whole style and approach, I invented. And I ain't taking that back, cause I meant it. Get it, get it. Wow.